This is The Spot, a BYU-Idaho radio production where we talk about what you talk about at BYU-Idaho. Today we are here with
Camille,
Austin Pace, and Michael Pitcher.
Awesome, and I'm Grace Andrus. Today we're talking about fun and budget-friendly things to do in Rexburg. So to kind of start us off, last week we talked about the stereotypes of Rexburg, and one of the stereotypes was that Rexburg was boring and isolated. What are our thoughts? Boo!
Okay, I can see where people are getting that from, but if you think about it a little bit and like do a little bit of planning, there's so much stuff to do.
Yeah, and so that's what we're talking about today is just all of the different things that we can do that's free. It costs just a little bit of money. And Rexburg is isolated. That's probably true, I would say.
You're right.
It's very fair, but we're isolated and we're still close. So, okay, so we're just gonna go off and kind of list some fun activities that we can do. Our first one is the outdoors. So for a couple, just to start us off, we have our mountain or the Manan Butte for sunrise or sunset. I love that for sunrise just because it's beautiful, especially in the summertime. It's a little bit chilly. And then you walk home and it's hot and you get a little tan and it's super fun. If you do it for sunset, bring headlamps because there's a couple of spots you need both hands to go down the mountain.
How long is the hike? I've never been on it.
I think it's like only 2 miles up and 2 miles back.
That's
it's very
not bad.
chill.
That's
Don't quote me. Don't quote me. It's a very chill hike. I don't.
That sounds nice.
It doesn't take too long to get up and down. If you have questions, look it up on All Trails, and it will tell you way more than I can.
All Trails is goated.
All Trails is goated. And then we have the Civil Defense Cave and the 17-mile cave. I'm from the area, so I've done both of these. The 17-mile cave is not actually 17 miles. It's 17 miles from Idaho Falls. It's super chill, really easy. You don't really need like hiking shoes, maybe just shoes that you need that you're okay getting dirty. Where the Civil Defense Cave, headlamps, sturdy shoes, because there's a couple of parts where you have to like squeeze in between some rocks, but it's super cool and really safe.
I've done that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did it in Vans. That was a huge mistake. I rolled my ankle, I can't even tell you how many times. But it's really cool, great, like it's a great time. There's tons of like wall art from just like spray cans. I think it's really cool. It's a cool like photo op spot if you have lights, for sure.
Very true, very true. Okay, and then we have Rigby Lake, which everyone knows about Rigby Lake.
Beautiful.
Beautiful.
Man-made lake, but it's great. There's a lot of things to do there.
Yeah, and it's cheap to get like paddle boards, and I don't know. It's very, and there's a Wendy's right next to it. Love that.
Beautiful, that's
from
perfect.
Yes. Warm Slough is super close. I've never done Warm Slough. Has
I've
anyone?
never heard of it, what is it?
I've done Warm Slough. It's a little river. I think it's right outside Rexburg. Typically, like they'll do like their paddleboarding for like the ORC stuff. Like they all do that out there.
Oh, cool.
It's super. You can do it, make it be a long float, or you can do a fast one. So if you have real low on time, but super nice, super sunny. Not much of a view, but you're relaxing in the water,
Sure.
right?
Yeah.
So cold Idaho in water, so it's good.
Love it, love it. Okay, and then yard games, so spike ball, cornhole. If you guys are around Porter Park at any time during the day, there's so many people there, always.
Sunday evenings I found are actually insanely packed there.
True.
Holy cow, you can't do anything over there. But I mean, you can go and maybe try to like jump into somebody's game.
Oh, yeah.
I've done that multiple times with my roommates. Like we've seen a frisbee game go on and we just end up having like 40 people play frisbee. It's a blast.
The other week, I went on a walk around Porter Park on Monday evening for FHE, and I got fed twice. So if you're ever hungry and it's a Monday evening, find yourself around Porter Park and some bishop will see you and be like, do you want some fried chicken? I'm like, yeah, of course, thank you.
So
life hack, I'm not supporting that at all. Don't do that unless you want to. Let's see, walks and soda. Camille and I love walks and soda.
It's a classic.
Yeah.
That's a classic one.
Walk to Great Scots, walk around Porter Park. It's perfect.
I don't know if you guys done it before, but actually the ORC, they have tandem bikes.
I saw those
A
around.
group of my friends did a group day the other week where we all went tandem biking and had like a picnic. That was probably the best group day I've ever been on. 'Cause,
Really?
Like, you can talk with your date and then also like do other things with them later. Like we played spike ball after. But no one's good at it. It's something new. It's fun. Super cheap. So fun. We went around Porter Park a bunch. Almost crashed a few times.
Okay, I
but
think I saw it. Was that on
it was on
On Monday?
Last Thursday.
Okay,
or-
maybe not.
Yeah, last Thursday.
But you talked to your date like
Yeah.
behind you?
Yeah, because like since like we're not like riding with each other, we're like, on the same bike. It's like I can actually hear her and talk.
Yeah.
But if we were just biking next to each other, she'd be gone, and I wouldn't be able to hear her.
Would be able to keep up.
My dust, you know.
That's awesome.
So next you need to try is the tandem bikes with a great Scott soda in your
Oh.
hand.
I don't know about
Picking
that.
up food from Bishops,
Yes.
and then playing volleyball or spikeball.
We're combining
Done.
all of them together. How much was it to rent a tandem bike?
Oh, I don't remember it being expensive. I think it was like 10 to 15 bucks.
Oh, that's not bad for like the evening.
Yeah.
Ish.
If you return it that day, the same day you have it, it's a lot cheaper than returning it the next day. So
Cool.
recommend
Sick.
that. Recommend that.
Super. Was the date good?
It was good.
You gonna go on a second?
I don't know, maybe. We'll see.
TBD. Green Canyon and High C for camping. Green Canyon's like an hour drive. High C's like 35 minutes. Both are really fun. Both are hot springs. Super cheap to swim and to camp. And good food at High C. There's like a pizza place, I think.
I've heard about the pizza place. Isn't it expensive though?
I think it's gas. That's what I remember.
I just remember being good.
Okay.
Yeah. And then let's see, sunrise at the dunes, bonfires at the dunes.
Can't go wrong with those.
Yeah.
I love bonfires at the dunes. That's like a go-to. I guess I've never been here for the spring semester, so it's my first spring semester here. But in the fall, bonfires at the dunes is perfect. I love the dunes. I've also wanted to go like sledding, or like people bring their snowboards or whatever and like go crazy on the sand. I would love to do that. That'd be really
Insane.
cool.
You could like go to the dunes all year round, every
Yeah.
semester.
Yeah.
There's always something
Yeah.
to do.
Because you can sled
Or sandboard.
or sandboard or just, goof off out
Yeah.
there,
Yeah, goof.
Just jump
goof
around.
off.
Get a huge speaker.
And there's a
make sure
lake
everybody
out
can
there.
hear it. There is.
And the dunes?
Yes, there's a lake out there. And I don't think it does anymore, but so I'm from here. And 5-7 years ago, we were there and there were axolotls in this lake. Do you know what an axolotl is?
Yeah, those
They
little
look like
ugly
toothless, kind of. They look like a little baby toothless.
Yeah.
They're kind of ugly, yeah, for sure. Unless, yeah. But anyways, I don't know if the axolotls are still there anymore,
Wait, that'd be sick. We should
or
go.
if the lake has completely drained. But anyways, look out for those weird fish. They're there.
Would
Interesting.
you call it a fish?
I don't know. They have hands too,
Yeah,
don't they?
Amphibian or something.
something like that. Yeah, like a weird frog.
Some
Yeah.
frog. I don't know.
Are they pink?
The albino
Yeah,
ones
some
are
of
cute,
them,
yeah. But the non-albinos.
The black ones are just
Oh, there's black.
ugly. Yeah,
Seems scary.
kind of weird.
Oof. Okay. And then the farmers market, I think that just started.
Yeah,
I think
there's a
last
few of them
weekend
that
was
have
the first
opened
one.
up around the area. I know the one in Idaho Falls started last week.
Are those
Madison County,
Fridays or Saturdays?
I think Saturday mornings.
yeah, one over here started this last week too.
Is it just on Main Street?
Great question. I don't know.
I think it is.
It's
'Cause
on the
they-
street by the temple where you go down past
Oh.
it. And then they just have it right by. It's by the river. That goes by the temple as well. It's
Oh,
just
in
a
Idaho
long-
Falls.
Yeah, in Idaho Falls.
Yes.
Here, I don't know.
I don't know where it is here, but I think it's right next to the cove because they put this thing for the
Oh, wait,
for
yeah, I think it
plugins.
is.
So I think it's right there.
Like by Porter Park. Yeah.
I think
That'd
that's
be a
where
great
it is
spot
in
to do
Rexburg.
it.
Yeah, they should.
They also do stuff at the fairgrounds too.
Oh, really?
Yeah, there's gonna be.
They'll do markets there or events as well.
Yeah, there's gonna be something. I think it's next week at the fairgrounds here. I'm writing a story on it. I can't remember when it is though.
That's okay. More later.
Yeah, more later. Check it out.
And then Lava Hot Springs. So that's a little bit farther away, and that's fun all year round too. In the summertime, you can rent a tube and go off fun little waterfalls. It's like a fun little float. And they have a huge pool with platforms that you can jump off of. And then in the summertime, or in the wintertime, it's just hot pools for sitting and soaking, I guess. So anyways, anybody have any stories or anything they love doing outside that we maybe forgot?
I was just thinking about the dunes. Going back to it, I had a friend. He he went to the dunes at 2 a.m. by himself. He just wanted to go for a drive, but he went so far out, and then he saw a monster or something.
A
He said he saw a
monster?
monster or a demon, and it was following him and chasing him home. So he whipped around, started booking it back to Rexburg, and then he told everyone. And I was so scared to go back ever since. I was like, I'm not going to the dunes at
Really?
night. Heck no.
So have you not been back since that
I
story?
don't think so.
Oh my
What?
gosh, what?
Bro,
I just haven't gone, but it's
We need
to
scary.
face your fear,
It's
Camille.
spooky. I don't.
Yeah.
He was so serious too. He sounds.
but I think it was
So
probably
serious.
just 2 a.m.
Yeah,
and he's
that's true.
alone.
Probably another creepy person rocking out 2 a.m.
Exactly. He just found
don't do
himself.
that.
They're just as scary. He was just as scared
hallucinating.
as your friend was.
Yeah, he probably just found someone else who's going on
they
a
both
2 a.m. drive.
Yeah, maybe.
They both have the same story.
I need to go back.
Yeah,
Face my
honestly.
fears.
We
grab
could do
some
it
Big
together.
Juds.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, grab some Big Juds. Have you guys been to Big Juds?
I love Big
So
Juds.
good.
The tots. Okay, Big Juds is a burger that's like this big. I don't know how to.
You can get
like a
smaller
foot.
ones, don't worry.
It's like a foot
It's
in
like
diameter.
a foot in diameter, and like I can only eat like a quarter and an eighth, but the tots are divine, so good.
They're
No,
fire.
she's not even
And they have
lying. The tots are the
milkshakes,
best
too.
I've ever had.
Wait, it's
So
your
good.
Rexburg? Or...
It's like on your way out of Rexburg.
Yeah, on your way
Oh,
out.
okay.
I don't know
20
towards.
minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, it sounds right.
Yeah.
I didn't sound right, but it sounded right.
It sounds right. Everyone has a phone. Look it up.
Look it up.
Don't quote us on any of these things.
It's an Archer.
Yes, it is.
That's
Or
what
is,
it is.
Yes.
is it in Archer or Ashton?
I think there's two.
You know
Maybe there
what? Google
is.
Maps is a
One's
beautiful thing.
definitely in
Let's
the
just check.
Why don't you just check? We're like, it's in
Big
Ryrie.
Juds.
Everyone talks about their tots though. And
It says it's in Rex. Wait, pause.
Saying
Is
it.
there another Big Juds in Rexburg?
There might
'cause-
be like a Big J's now all of a sudden.
Weird, because there's like one location that's 7 miles away in Rexburg, but the other one's in Ashton.
Oh,
Yeah, the good one. The OG Big
yeah, go to the
Juds.
one in Ashton.
Yeah, that's the one I recommend.
Or the one in Rexburg. Actually, no, they're both gas. I've
Is there
been to
one in
both.
Rexburg?
Yeah, there is one in Rexburg.
Where? Well, I guess it's
it's not
7
like
miles away.
it's not in town.
It's not in town,
It's
no.
outside.
Oh.
It's far out.
Far out.
Yeah.
Far out,
7
dude.
miles is not far, but
No, I was just saying far out because of
Oh my gosh, you're
far
so right.
out.
That's far out.
That's sick.
Wait, is there something on the tots, or are they just like what makes
No,
it
they're
special?
just so good. I
They're
don't
just
know.
good tots.
They're probably
they're
just
crispy. Their season's nice.
they got good fry sauce.
Their fries are good too.
And if you can eat a whole foot burger, drink a milkshake, and eat fries, then you get your
Sounds
meal
like
for
death,
free,
bro. I
And
would
you get a
die.
t-shirt.
and you get a
Oh,
T-shirt.
I think you could like get your name on the wall too.
Yeah, if you're doing it, yeah. I'll never be able to do that, but
I don't know. That might be Camille.
I would
You should
literally
try.
die.
I feel like you
No way.
could.
You think?
you could try.
You could at least
I don't know
try.
if you'd get it, but you could try.
We could all try.
That's
Okay.
what we do.
So now we're gonna go into our on-campus events. That's why we have Michael here. Bam, bam, bam. He's a campus life guy, big campus life guy. So he knows all about these. So if you want, you can read them off,
I would love
and
to.
then we can talk about them if you have any stories too.
So on campus, we got weekly events and we got large scale events, and then we have like Spirit Week events. Some of the following ones are country dancing, Latin dancing, bowling, laser tag. Those are all weekly. Then we got some large scale date nights, weekly I serve FHE. We got open mic night every single week, watch parties, stadium singing, intramurals, and more activities pertaining to the semester. For example, like we might have a welcome summer like music fest this semester.
cool.
We might do a midnight breakfast. Those are things that
That would be fun.
are in the making, you know.
Yeah.
But like date nights every semester, first Friday or I night, one or the other, usually is every semester. And I 100% recommend them. They're so great. I would say though that some of them are definitely like freshman oriented. Like me as a freshman, yes, go to I night, go to first Friday. Me now, maybe it's also because I work for them.
Yeah,
I'd
yeah.
be like, yeah, they're cool. I don't know how to go, but some of the other ones I would definitely go to date night. It's free. You get to do everything on campus you want for free, basically. So there's just a lot of options of things you can do that night. And the new events especially. For example, last semester I was in charge of Battle of the Bands.
Oh yeah.
So I think like 17 bands tried out. And we
That
had
was so cool.
6 bands compete. We had around 700 people in attendance, sorry. And it was amazing. It was so cool. The music was great. The bands were all good. There was a lot of competition, and now everyone's like, yeah, why aren't we doing this next semester? Why aren't we doing this next semester?
Oh seriously.
Bring
So-
it back, God. Yeah.
It's cool. Making your own band is a great thing to do in college. I recommend it. Get some like dad lore in your life.
Do you have a
or-
band?
No,
Oh.
I don't. But because of that, now I'm like not affiliated, but I know all the bands and it's super cool.
Just
to
join
talk
one.
to them, like, yo, when you can listen a song or when you guys performing, and that leads to more things you can do. If you go to the bands and follow them on Instagram, then you can go to different concerts, and they have them often. Like I would say 2 to 3 times a month, you'll see a concert happening from a different band, and I think it's so cool. I remember like going on stage and just being, because I was their MC, and just being able to like announce them all and have them all come on. I think it brought like all the bands together.
Yeah.
And brought all the people together that liked the bands
No,
too.
it's true. I feel like, especially because Rexburg hasn't had, I don't know, we had the basement, which was like a concert venue for small bands, and then the basement moved, and then the basement went out of business. And now we have Venue 101,
I think that's what it's called, yeah.
but last I checked, they were in like a charity event or something because they were almost closing down too. So it's kind of like sad that for some reason Rexburg can't support local music, but we can at Battle of the Bands. And so it's a super awesome opportunity. And like you were saying, like following all the bands on Instagram, they're constantly doing a concert, at least once a month. And so you can go to 1 to 2 if you're supporting multiple bands and stuff like that. Super fun. I love live music so very much. So you'll see me there if you want a friend. I'll be there. Do you guys have any like fun on campus events we didn't mention or any stories that you like?
Laser tag is so sick. I love laser tag here on campus. I think it's so much fun. And like, it's not, I don't know, I guess I've never done laser tag anywhere else, but like, you get multiple games of laser tag like while you're in there. Like, it's totally worth it. Laser tag was seriously, if I recommend anything on this list, it's laser tag. It is so much fun. I've had a blast.
I haven't done it yet on
Do it.
campus.
Do
I've
it.
done laser tag other places because I love laser tag.
Then you'll love it here on
I'm a
campus.
fiend, but I guess not that much because I didn't go to campus laser tag. Ugh, call me out. Day night is super fun. I went last semester and I had so much fun. And I think it's more fun to go with, I mean, unless you have a significant other, but it's more fun to go with like a friend that maybe you don't know very well than like someone you have a crush on, because it like relieves the pressure and you have a lot of fun and you're able to like be silly, goofy, and love everything that date night is. Because it is, I don't know, date night and like First Friday, it can be geared towards freshmen, but I don't know. I thought date night was so much fun to do everything for free. And the Merediths are out and about, out in the wild.
In the wild.
So it's super fun to see them in the wild.
In their
Love
natural
that.
habitat.
Yeah, seriously, on a date. That's all they do. They run the school and they go on dates. That's what I've heard.
Facts.
Yeah.
One thing I would say that I think Rexburg gets that other small towns do not get is that we get the advantage of being a college town. I mean, I feel like if BYU-Idaho was not here, Rexburg it'd be, I don't know.
Isolated and boring, maybe?
Maybe, yes. But because of that, people get excited for all these other things and all these other events get to happen. Like what you said, Battle of the Bands makes small bands form and allow concerts to happen. Or date night allows for big group dates of people our age, you know? And I feel like that's something that people need to take into account. Or, for example, there's country dancing on campus and off campus. Something I would never try back home was roller skating because it was like 15 to 20 bucks to go for like an hour, and here it's $3 for an hour and a half.
Yeah.
Roller
Like-
skating's fun. I like that one.
I think if you want to meet people and you want to try new things and you want to get new hobbies or get a group to do the hobbies that you love, Rexburg is definitely a place as being a college town. I think it's so much fun. I mean, for example, I was talking to you about this earlier with country dancing.
Oh, yeah.
I did not know how to dance. I don't dance really. I don't dance at all. I have no boogie in my boogie, you know. I have no rhythm. But one of my friends on campus says, "Hey, we're going country dancing on campus today. You have to come." I was like, "I'm not going to that." It's like it's free this time. I was like, "Oh, okay, fine, I'll go." So I get there. It was awkward. It was weird. All these people dancing. I'm like, don't even know what to do. I learned like 2 moves. I did it, butchered them, did them awful, but I kind of had fun. I was like, this was kind of interesting. It was cool learning with all my friends, you know. And some of them were way better than me, but I thought it was fun. I thought it was cool. It was something different that I've never done before. And then the next week, we had those friends come, and we all invited some more. So I think first time there was 4 of us. This time there was 6 or 7. The next time, 12. The next time, 15, 20. And we got around 30 people, and we'd all go dancing, and then we'd go home away from home in Rexburg. We'd go to McDonald's after.
Love it.
So great. I mean,
Golden
it
Arches.
was such a good time. Everyone was learning, and no one was like insane at it, right? No one
Yeah.
was like, oh, dang, I stink at dancing because that guy is so good. It was more like, yo, can you teach me that? Can you teach me that? Because like basics with dancing was just like learning small things, you know?
Yeah.
And you get to socialize and meet new people. Like I only knew 4 people going in, and I left with like 20 new friends. So
Yeah.
it was something great. And you can do that with other things. You can do that with roller skating. It's every Monday. Do it for FHE or go after FHE, you know.
Yeah.
You can do that with all of those events on campus and off campus because they all have very similar ones.
Well, it's so true. Like, once, if you go somewhere and you don't know what you're doing, there's so many people in the same boat, and that automatically, like, connects you with them. So anything that I've ever done by myself for the first time and I'm, like, learning how to do it, as long as I'm with someone or I find someone, I look and I see someone who's, like, also doesn't know what they're doing, I automatically am like, we should be friends because we don't know what we're doing. And it's so much easier to connect and not feel alone. And then, like you were saying, showing up consistently to something 3 times, 4 times, you'll have friends, guaranteed. And I think that's, like, especially with campus events.
That's kind of how I met my wife too. So,
Oh, tell us.
Little story time. When I was single still, I went country dancing a ton. And I didn't know what I was doing, right? But I went with some friends who kind of knew what they were doing. And it was one of those where, like, I'd meet so many new people there. And I was, like, learning a lot of really cool things, right? So all winter semester, I went country dancing, and it was a blast. And I actually got pretty good. So summer, I was working FSY as an FSY counselor. And this year, like, we wanted to teach all of our youth, like, how to swing dance, right? Because at the dances, it's kind of tough, like, with the kids, because there's no slow dances, which is kind of feral. So the only thing you can do, like, to dance with somebody else is swing dancing, and they have tons of swing songs. So for, like, all of our meal times, or, like, any of the breaks, me and a bunch of other counselors would teach the youth how to swing dance. So the week I met my wife, she didn't know what she was doing, but I was like, dang, she's really cute. So I was teaching her how to swing dance.
Ayo.
There you go.
And we spent, like, that whole week together, right? So, like, it was one of those things where I learned something new, and it ended up leading to, like, me meeting my wife and, like, having, like, a genuine connection with her. So
Cute.
go swing dancing. It's dope.
And he's still married
And
to
I'm
this day.
still married to this day.
To this
4 months
day.
later.
4 months later,
a long
still
time.
doing it. That's awesome. No, I think it's so true. So true.
Yeah, I think like everything on here is like mainly important that you like put yourself out there. Like you have to like put in the effort to go out there. Like
Yeah.
roller skating, I would go by myself. Like country dancing, I would go by myself. And like you said, like you'd leave with like a bunch of the people that you know, like a bunch of their friends.
Yeah.
Just so nice. I feel like everyone in Rexburg is so nice on campus.
Because everybody wants to meet new people.
Yeah.
Like, everybody's in the exact same boat that, like, you are. Like, if you're a little nervous about going out and, like, doing something, worried you're not going to make friends, so is everybody else.
No, it's so true.
So, like, go out and meet new people. They are wanting to meet you,
It's very, very true.
especially on campus.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And I would say as a freshman, I still do this. This is something I still do. The first like 2 weeks of school, you are gonna have work and you're preparing for your first test, right? But you're not gonna be like hammered like you're gonna be in finals, right? You're not gonna
Yeah.
be overwhelmed. I go to the crossroads every single day. I sit there with a few friends, or I go and sit at new tables, or I talk to people. Then I'll go to at least 1 or 2 events in the week. Yeah, I'll go to I night, or I'll go to date night, because usually date night's in the first few weeks of school. And if you just go to all those things, just really push yourself out there, study in the library, just stay out of your room as much as you can in college.
Honestly,
and you'll
yeah.
have no problem getting friends. I feel like, even because friends come and go in college, you know, they graduate, they get married, they move on, or something like that. But you can make new friends like that so quickly. And whatever you want to find. If you want dancing friends, go country dancing. If you want to find friends to go to the temple with, go to the temple, and you will find people there.
Yeah, it's so true.
People no one wants to be alone. They don't want to do things alone. They want to do things with people.
And no one wants to sit in their room every night, like, doing nothing.
Exactly.
Nobody wants to do that.
Exactly.
Unless
So-
you do.
Then
But we're
go
saying
for it,
that
I
you
guess.
don't.
Not
I'm telling
anymore.
you no.
Not anymore. After today, you're going to have friends.
You're
No.
gonna make them, and you're gonna like them.
Exactly. No, I agree though. I think like just to be the friend that you wish someone was to you. Like if you have this awareness, then reach out, connect with someone. I think it's really big to make your in-class friends your in the wild friends. So making that bridge is huge. Because for example, I'll share this really quick story, but I was in a religion class and there's these 2 guys who sat next to each other every single day. Every day they sat next to each other at religion. The last day of the class, they dab each other up like, dude, it's been a pleasure sitting next to you. Like, you're awesome. And I'm sitting there, I'm like, you're not gonna get each other's like phone numbers or Instagrams? Like you guys have been friends all semester. So I'm like, guys, pull out your phone and get each other's Instagrams. And they're like, well, yeah, okay, yeah, here, what's your Instagram? So they get each other's Instagram, they get each other's phone number, and then like, they're like, well, I'm actually watching the game tonight if you wanted to come over. And he's like, yeah, I'd love to. I'm like, Guys, look at, like, I mean, dude, guys are different for sure. Like, I definitely think that's a guy thing. But it was just silly to see that they had become friends a whole semester and they were not about to take it outside of the class. They were just going to be like head nods for the rest of college, which is fine. If you want to do that, you can. But like, anyways, so don't wait for someone to put you guys together and be friends. Just be friends. It's very easy.
If you do wait, Grace has got you.
I got you. I will be your mom. Just kidding. Don't make me do that. Okay, so then we have some indoor activities too. So Fat Cats does $5 movie Tuesdays, and so that's super fun. Even though I think the Paramount is really cheap, but if you want a nicer theater, go to Fat Cats on Tuesdays. There's karaoke at Fizzers and Sugar Beast. I haven't done karaoke either. Have you guys?
I haven't, but I was at Sugar Beast when karaoke was going on. And they have like themes. So like that night's theme was like a Taylor Swift theme. And there was this one family that was carrying. They were all up there going hams with Taylor Swift. It was so much fun.
That's awesome.
And everybody was cheering them on. It was actually really sick. I wish I went and did something T-Swizzle, but.
Oh, that's okay. Game nights are super common, I feel like, in Rexburg. I feel like there's always a game night happening on Sunday and Monday nights on some level. Thrifting, we love to thrift. We thrift. It's awesome. My jeans are thrifted. My shirt, unfortunately, is not. Oh, that's it. I should have worn a thrifted outfit. Let's see. Mick Midnight, classic. Super fun. I feel like before COVID, it used to be like this crazy rambunctious thing, and now it's kind of simmered down, but it's still really fun. Like if you want to go there after midnight, there will be people there that will want to be your friend. Almost always, I think. Let's see. Live music. We talked about live music. Super fun. Themed parties. Themed parties is so fun. I don't know, like, for example, my friends for President's Day, they threw a President's Day party and everyone had to dress like a president. So everyone wore like pantaloons and did their hair super weird, and it was super fun. I don't know. So if you want to throw a party, just pick a theme. For example, another group of friends had like a gluten gathering. So everyone made bread, and it was like we all ate bread together. I'm gluten-free, so I just came. I just came for the vibes. Okay, maybe I did have a slice of bread, okay?
There you go.
That's so fun. I've never been to a theme party. It sounds like a great time.
I don't throw parties, and I don't get invited very often, but I hear about them. So if you like throwing parties, throw a themed party. It's so much easier to like think of activities and fun things, and anyways. Gravity Factory is also fun.
What I can say, I'm not a big party person, but we do like kind of like game night parties. I've met a lot of people that way as well. You can host them at your apartment. You can go to different apartments. Everyone wants to do something like that, and you can do them themed.
Yeah.
We had like a pirate one. Have you ever played Skull King?
Yeah.
Yes.
We did like a giant one of that in a few games, and then after we all hung out and did something else. And I feel like it was a good way to meet people.
Yeah.
One of my best friend, he met his fiance through our game night.
Cute.
So it works, guys.
It works.
It works.
Go to game night.
Go to game night, test your luck. But I feel like it's something super fun. Winter semester is hard.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, it is a hard semester to get around and do things. But I feel like game nights and the parties truly save winter semester because they just happen so frequently.
Yeah.
So.
I've done a couple of like the murder mystery,
Yeah.
like I guess it was more of like a potluck where everybody brought a snack or whatever, and you had to like, you got a character in advance, and of course there's like a little script that you have to follow, whatever. I've done a few of those, and it's been really fun. So you have to like figure out who the murderer is by like being your character. You have certain tasks you have to do. It's so much fun, and there's food always.
Yeah.
So that's also one that I've done multiple times. It's really fun.
But yeah, both are cute. Like just like little themes, I think make people want to come more. I don't know. And when I say parties, I mean like gatherings. It's not like a party
Like a
from the
rager.
movies. It's not a rager. It's not.
No, I'm raging.
It's not
Oh,
booming
you're raging.
music. Like we're all wearing pantaloons, okay, and like eating cheese and crackers. Like it's very wholesome, very low key. And then rock climbing, of course, at the rock gym, which is super fun. And they have student nights on Thursdays. But anyways, and then I have some random activities. These are just things I've seen on Instagram. I don't think I've done any of these, honestly. But dance caroling, I've heard is so fun. So you like bring a speaker and you knock on someone's door and you dance until they dance back. So it's like Christmas caroling, but we're just dancing. So it could be fun. I want to do it. We'll try it and we'll let you know. So every September, Idaho Falls has a home show. It'd be a really cute group date or even friend hang out, to go to the home show and pretend you're buying a home, or like really judge hardcore the homes. Because they're $1 million homes and be like, this kitchen's ugly, even though it was a $500,000 kitchen. So it's kind of fun.
Let me add to that.
Okay, add.
Zillow is like one of my favorite places to go ever. My wife and I, we were in Boise this last weekend, and for literally 2 hours on Sunday, we went around and we judged these like multi-million-dollar homes.
It's
like,
so
this
fun.
exterior was ugly, or I changed this, right? It's so much fun. Zillow, we'd find them on Zillow, and we're like, oh, this kitchen's horrible. Like, or we're like, oh yeah, we like this part. Honestly, you could get so lost on Zillow looking at multi-million-dollar homes, or like just driving by.
And
that
judging.
one I definitely recommend.
No, it's
100%.
so fun. And if you're on Zillow, then maybe you could see if they're doing like an open house and go in and pretend you're gonna buy the house. Maybe if you want. Another one I have is egg fighting. So you like take an egg and you color it or whatever. So like you can make like a Harry Potter egg and like a Finding Nemo egg or something. And then you hit them against each other, and one of them will always crack and one of them won't. And you make like a bracket until you find your victory egg. So maybe it's Harry Potter, I don't know.
Wow.
My friends have done that. I have not done that. It's very fun.
That's really fun.
Yeah.
Like, what's the one thing? Is it the Beyblades? Like Letter Red?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's like Beyblades but with eggs.
Yeah, I mean basically babe eggs.
Bags.
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 You're saying bags, but wrong.
Bags, we're Canadians. Bags.
You
I'm
talking
gonna
about Zillow and you talking about door knocking. This is something I actually did we'd have ward prayer, and we'd go, I done out of ward prayer now, but during the time we needed people to come to ward prayer. So we'd start knocking on all the doors. I actually did it again this semester. And I was like, hey, you want to knock doors with me? We're getting people for ward prayer. And boom, boom, we get like maybe none, or maybe the next part 1, maybe the next one 5. And by the end, we're all like, there's like 30 people going over to the women's apartments to go knock all the women's. And by the end, we have like 60 people all going for ward prayer.
Wait, that's so fun.
Okay, I've done this. I guess I didn't do it. My roommates did. I was engaged at that time, so I mean, I was in no rush to like meet new people, like meet women. But my roommates were all single, and they're like, we had just got our first Sunday in our new ward, and they're like, hey, we're gonna knock on every single door in our ward and invite them over for a waffle night, because we had done waffle nights tons before. And we had like someone, at least one person from every single woman's apartment at our apartment for a waffle night. And they met so many people that way. And it was winter. Yeah. It's like,
that's so
something
cute.
You can do.
Yeah, I've never heard of that idea, but like, I'm just imagining forgetting about ward prayer, opening the door, seeing like 10 of my friends from the ward be like, come on. I'm like, okay. That's so cute.
We've done that, but they just wanted a boyfriend. So we'd go to like the men's theaters, and we would knock on every single door on like every floor, and just like, we'd be like, hey, we're looking for Kyle, and we'd like check them out and see if they're cute. And if they're not cute, we'd be like, oh, this isn't Kyle's apartment, and then we did.
Oh, so there wouldn't even be like a Kyle there.
No, we just like wanted to
We'd
see
be like, hey, does
who was
Kyle
there.
live here?
Yeah, and if they were like, no, but then like if they didn't invite us in, we'd be like, oh, okay.
Hey, you
But
know.
if they weren't cute, like, oh, you're not Kyle. Sorry, we'll go to the
Yeah,
next
sorry,
one.
my bad.
And we just knocked the whole floor.
But what if there was a Kyle?
That never happened, but that'd be
really?
awkward.
Wait, I've done that when I'm in like big, huge public places. I'll like pick someone. I'm like, that person's name is Kevin, and I yell at them to see if it's Kevin. And I've only ever got the name right one time, and it freaked me out because I was like, David, and he turned. He's like, do I know you? I'm like, no, I don't know you. He was like 60, so I felt so bad. But anyways, you guys are little door knockers.
No.
You guys should go knock doors for a living. Get a mustache. You have one.
I did something just like this. I recommend this. So like a lot of times you just knock like knocking your neighbor, we call it. You just go to your friends, and then you go to their friends, and then you go to their friends. That way you get a bunch of new people. But one thing I've done before, to meet girls, I guess. But
Okay.
you go over to whatever the women's apartments are, and you knock on the door, and you say, hey, I need butter. I'm like, oh, thank you. We're making cookies. I need butter. Boom. Then you can ask someone, hey, I need flour, or I need cocoa. Like you keep going until you have all of these things. You can make whatever you want. You can make a cake. You can make,
yes.
But make sure you give it back, obviously.
Yes.
But like, oh, chocolate chips. And then you keep going, and then you can make cookies, and then you can hand them back to all these people too.
Okay, wait, that's so cute. We
I
should
like that.
do that.
I like that.
It's so fun.
That's
it is
so fun. Okay, wait. But like, do you think we could get the same ingredients from men's apartments? Probably not.
Maybe something simple.
You can find protein powder instead of the cocoa powder.
Protein powder, creatine.
You can maybe make brownies or cookies. I don't know about certain
Pre-workout.
cakes, maybe not.
Yeah, that's fair.
Or maybe not pies. Definitely not.
Yeah. I'm trying to think like
simple,
what
like-
I had when I cooked a lot, but I never had like baking ingredients.
Or you do like, hey, I know you have a brownie mix. we'll make you brownies and bring you back some. How about that? Because sometimes we're so
Oh,
lazy
that's
that we don't even make
cute.
it.
Yeah.
And that way you get to share brownies with
Because
someone.
men, I feel like, do buy like the
Mixes.
mixes and then they just sit forever.
Yep.
Okay, that's funny. We're doing that this weekend, I think. Okay, I have this one because if you're a member of the church and you're a woman, chances are you like Diet Coke or some drink like Dr. Pepper or Diet Dr. Pepper. And so I've seen this where they buy like a McDonald's and a Maverick and a bottled and a can, and then they have to taste test them and see if they can guess. You could do that. These are really just off the dome, so maybe we'll edit that one out completely. Just kidding. Okay, and then do the same thing with chicken nuggets. Always fun.
Okay, that one's an easy one though. Like you can tell a good
eyes gotta be
like
closed.
chicken nugget.
Yeah, eyes closed. But you could tell McDonald's from like Wendy's.
Oh, easy. Easy.
I could
I have a
actually
tier
think,
list of
but-
chicken nuggets if you'd like them.
I don't know.
Burger King chicken nuggets.
Fries
are
would be
top
harder.
Yeah, I feel like fries.
Fries would be
Yes,
harder.
fries would be
You can
much
easily tell
harder.
McDonald's fries with like Burger King, Wendy's.
It all gets lost.
Yeah.
Those two are super similar.
super
Yeah.
similar,
Yeah.
or you can go to Freddy's. Freddy's are a little different.
Freddy's are good. Best fries.
But there's a bunch of fry places.
Yeah, I like the
Crackers,
small
I do
ones.
not like
Potato Town, so.
It is a potato town. We're happy to be here. Okay, sledding and trash bagging. Trash bagging is so much fun.
I've never been.
Oh my
This
gosh.
weekend I went.
It's
was so fun.
wait, where did you go?
I went to the Smith Park by Sugar City. There's like a little stump of a hill.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, it's like the
Was
looks
it
like an
still
abandoned
fun?
park. It's kind of sketch, but yeah, it was fun. Like you basically just put a trash bag over your body, rub it in soap, and it's raining obviously, and you go down and you just go flying. You literally go flying down the hill.
It's so much fun.
and the more you go down it, the slipperier the hill gets, and then the further you go.
Gotta try that.
Stay safe out there.
And then we're flying.
If you do this activity and get injured, you cannot sue. Okay, dressing fancy and going to a non-fancy restaurant. So like Taco Time, McDonald's. No hate on those places if those
I've
are
done
fancy.
this for like a date where you like go thrifting, go to DI and get like ugly outfits, and then go to like
Yes.
a nice restaurant.
Yeah, so I've done something like that where, so we did it in couples, like I did it for a group date. So one couple had to pick the outfits that the other couple would have to wear for the rest of the date. That one was fun.
Cute. Cute. Okay, cool. So I think that's like all the activities we have listed. If anyone has any like stories they'd love to share. But I think what we can all agree on is like there's so much to do in Rexburg. It just depends on how you approach the activity. So if you're going in with an open mind and you want to make friends and you want to have fun, then you will. But if you're going in and you're like, man, Rexburg sucks, then it will. It probably will. Like it's really easy for your mindset to change your experience. So, for example, this week, next week, in the next couple weeks, go to the same place 3 times. And I promise you'll make at least one friend. And I think like what we can do is when we're at a place, we can be a friend to someone too. You know what I mean? So that way if they're like, oh, I'm really trying, we can be that friend. I don't know. It all just depends on just your attitude behind it completely and your effort. Does anyone have any like thoughts or opinions you guys want to share?
I mean, okay, this is kind of me like throwing out this to everyone here. But I know lots, like we're in a little college town. Everybody likes Frisbee to some degree, right?
Frisbee?
So, yeah, Frisbee.
I mean, some
So,
degree.
my ultimate team, we're not affiliated with the school. Like we do tournaments like everywhere, like Utah, Idaho. We're in like a little conference, but we're always looking for new people. Like whether you've played before or not, like we're always looking for somebody new. And like seriously, I learned about the team about a year ago, and I like had played Frisbee before, but not really. And I made so many friends who have helped me so much like learn, and they're like some of my best friends now too. Like if you wanted to, like seriously, come play for T Rexburg or
Little
don't.
ultimate Frisbee plug.
Yeah, Ultimate Frisbee plug. T Rexburg. We practice Tuesdays and Thursdays if you wanted to come. But it's seriously so much fun and a great way to meet new people. I would 100% recommend, even if it's not like an Ultimate Frisbee team, like finding a team or a club to be part of.
I feel like you saying that reminded me as like I feel like coming to Rexburg it was different because I lived close to Atlanta, right, or a bigger city, and because of that, like there's a lot of things that can entertain you. You can go to the restaurants once a week for the whole year and still not go to all of them.
True.
Or there's a big, beautiful, nice theaters. There's a bunch of new things you can go to entertain you. But I feel like Rexburg's the kind of town where there's so many new hobbies and they're so welcoming. So if you don't want to get new hobbies, I say you're going to struggle here in Rexburg a little bit. if you don't want to work on your hobbies, stuff like that. But if you do, there are so many things and so many people welcoming and willing to help you. Like for me with dancing, like for you with Frisbee, Ultimate Frisbee. And I feel like that's everywhere. I feel like people here are super nice, super outgoing. At least they want to be. And because of that, I feel like you can learn a lot of new things and you can get further developing the hobbies that you do now.
Yeah. No, it's very, very true. So yeah, I think just to emphasize that, like just be more of what you wish was here, if that makes sense.
I feel like what's also nice about being in like a small town is like everyone's connected. I feel like you make a friend and then you have all of their friends and you walk around campus and you just see everyone. Like there's always someone to interact with that you know.
No, it's very, very true. Very true. Okay, cool. So what's one thing that you guys are gonna do this weekend since we've talked, or maybe in the next week?
Ooh, I'm gonna play laser tag. Low key, I gotta get to laser tag again.
Cool.
I want to go roller skating.
Okay,
That
fair.
was my thing last semester. So fun.
Okay, wait, can I invite myself? Can I go
Yes,
with you?
of course.
Okay, so yeah, we're both going roller skating.
I think I am definitely gonna make sure I have a date for date night. Even though I'm gonna be working it, maybe I can get like an hour off or something to go with all my friends, because I feel like that's an event I definitely need to take advantage of, because I feel like group dates are so fun and it's a free group date, so it's worth it.
I think so too. Okay, cool. Well, we're just gonna end here. I appreciate all of you guys and your thoughts. That was awesome. You've been listening to The Spot, a production of BYU-Idaho Radio. Today's hosts were
Camille Colditz.
Austin Pace.
Michael Pitcher.
the views and opinions of this podcast are not that of BYU-Idaho Radio or the university and are solely the opinions of the host. This episode was produced under the supervision of Brandon Isle and Natalia Hepworth. Our theme music is Finding Happiness by DJ Quads and The Perpetual Taking of Time by Artificial Music. To listen to more episodes of The Spot, visit our website, byui.edu/radio, and click podcasts. Follow us on social media at @thespot_BYU-Idaho Radio, and be sure to subscribe to The Spot podcast wherever you get your podcasts. Have a topic in mind? Leave us a comment and let us know what we should talk about next. Thank you for listening. Bye.